What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Ball.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, after all the turmoil in New Orleans last season, there's fresh air in the Big Easy. The Pelicans won the lottery and got #1 overall pick Zion Williamson. Not only that, the Anthony Davis trade brought in a surrounding cast of young star talent. The Pelicans have gotten a great head start on their rebuild. Kevin?
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's O'Neal in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pelicans, Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Brandon Ingram's out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league. And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Redick for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. The wide open look here for Ingles. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And here is Ball. Holiday finds Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Holiday. The 10-footer. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. But Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
On the wing, Mitchell drains the three-pointer.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
No question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Redick with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Holiday. No good on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Offensive rebound. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball feeling it out a bit. Redick for three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Knocked away. The drive by Redick. That one goes. Counted. Redick's got 8.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 3-point game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings out west. You look at the Jazz, they're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, just way behind.
And seeing where Utah is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself, but everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Ball. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
That one is no good. Long season, Brent. Halfway through, some teams try to create camaraderie with team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it." Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about. Hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Redick. 23 points for him in the last game against Utah. Mitchell with it. And the rejection by Favors. It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. O'Neal trying to break free. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second and Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
Jazz leading by 3. Moutier looking around. And there's the pass to Niang. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. That 3 off the mark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Moutier. The Pelicans make their last shot. Bradley's checked in for Gobert.
That's his first personal foul. Jazz substitution. Pelicans foul. Hayes. That's his first personal foul.
Bradley with the ball. Hayes on him. Bradley kicks to Niang. Just 5 to shoot. Over Williams. Another miss by Utah.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Utah with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Passes it to Moutier. Back to Bradley. Here's Niang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Clarkson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Well, Clarkson doing his best to keep that mid-range jump shot from dying off.
The Pelicans trail. Right side, Williams from 10 feet out, and it's New Orleans scoring again. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Utah has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Moutier passes to Niang. Floats one. He gets that one.
Textbook pass for Moutier there. That's what he's out there to do.
And here are the Pelicans now. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the outcome in that one was not determined until late in the game. A gritty back-and-forth battle throughout, and, man, what a tough way to lose.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The Jazz shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. And Bradley gets it to go.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And he makes that one. Hayes has got his second basket of the night.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Can't connect from short range. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Utah out in front, up 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and people didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing, but I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And, Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And, guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Coming in hot as they were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Bradley is out there with Davis. Then it's Moutier, and it's Niang in at the 3 spot. Here's Clarkson. His last outing, 16 points for him. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Clarkson's got 6.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Here's Moutier. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. And it's Davis with the jam.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing. Seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Clarkson. From deep, Moore. The rebound by the Jazz. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mitchell in for Moutier.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
On the wing, Holiday. Back to Ball. Over Mitchell. That one doesn't drop. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. Jazz leading by 3. Mitchell outside. Bogdanovich wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Moore finds Ingram. Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Okafor. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Launches it. He can't get that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Ingram kicks to Ball. Over Mitchell. And the jumper is on the mark. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
And that's the shot right there that he's learning to hit with consistency. Ball definitely has a unique release on that shot, but the end result is twine.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 19-point game against New Orleans. Down low, here's Ingram. Takes it off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
So it's the Jazz now. 55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not two. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for E'Twaun Moore. And Utah with a change here, too. Gobert's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Utah has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Ingles, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Ingles has got 7 points.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Now here's Redick. He's got 8. Ball kicks to Redick. No good from outside. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williams is checked in. Mitchell is double. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Inside. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. And that one drops. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right side Favors. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Redick with the bucket.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Mitchell, and Utah again with the bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now Mitchell. After J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Over Holiday. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And it's in there. Holiday's got his first bucket of the night.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
Utah leading. Mitchell outside. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with a 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
You just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And Redick kicks to Williams. Back to Redick. For the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Redick's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Jazz have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And the Jazz call time here.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Some changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Ingram. Josh Hart comes in for Williams. And it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Niang. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
A free throw good from Mudiay.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 3. Hart kicks to Redick. There's the triple. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
Now here's Mudiay. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Felt like they might have to open up the roof as Mudiay looked like he was jumping out of the building.
Here's Jackson. It's Redick on the wing. Releases. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
For Utah, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first one falls.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 3. Hart the pass to Hayes. Redick with the 3. Redick can't get that one to fall. Here's Clarkson. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor. So they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
It was just Donovan Mitchell imposing his will. Physically gifted, coachable, and the man works tirelessly. So much heart in this game.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Is that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. J.J. Redick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
And he can't hit the second. Pelicans trailed by 5. Holiday finds Redick over O'Neal. And Redick the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 21 points for J.J. Redick. Now, here is O'Neal. Now Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Gobert. A second chance effort. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Gobert's got his second bucket tonight.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Got a piece of it. Feeds to O'Neal. And there it is for him. O'Neal's got his second bucket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Redick with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. The lead is 2. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Bogdanovich powered down with both hands.
And you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Now here's Redick. He's got 24. Ingram left side. New Orleans moving it around. fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, how about the concentration from Ball? Not allowing himself to be denied. Really got to wrap him up on these shots to prevent the bucket.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball. Traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
And that one misses.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing it down thanks to his size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Utah leading by 3. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Pelicans pull it in. Okafor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Holiday goes in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Mitchell against Ball. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. And Okafor with the block. Here's Ball, tipped away. And here is Mitchell. 15 points in the game. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 17 now.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Holiday to pass the ball. Okafor kicks to Holiday. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
Mitchell with it. He's got 17. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Drew Holiday. And a switcher also for Utah. Bradley's checked in. Takes it from 10. And it's Mitchell missing. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And it's Moore penetrating that gives them the lead. Moore's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. It's Bradley on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Pocket 6. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Utah gets it back. Williams with the block. And he recovers it. And he gets it back. And it's Bradley on the follow. Bradley's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. New Orleans has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's Ball. He's got 9. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other two are maneuvering around, they're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of
to
those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Now here's Moutier, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go, and it's off from three-point range. Lets it go from 11. Ball no good. Utah's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Here's Hayes. It's on target from the high post. Hayes has got 6.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Ball's knocked loose. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. For the finish, and Hayes throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And finished off by Davis.
Well, he's underrated, Davis, as an athlete. He can get up there in a hurry.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Takes the 13-footer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. For the lead, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ingram, he's checked in for Okafor. Reddick comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. And he's good on the second.
And shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Pass to Reddick. A 3-ball. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Jazz have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 27 seconds left to play in the third. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Bogdanovich against Redick. To halt the run, and he's good on the 3-ball. Redick's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pelicans. Mitchell looking it over. There's the 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's J.J. Redick making things happen for New Orleans. A terrific quarter for him, and now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Taking a look at the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Niang in at the power forward.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Man showing some terrific range. 30 points for J.J. Redick.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Pass to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. Niang, that's good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Redick finds Ingram. Back to Redick. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. They grabbed their own miss. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Hayes. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Niang, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Hayes the pass to Favors. A floater. And Hayes kicks to Ingram. Redick against Clarkson. Was shot by Redick, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Redick fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Redick's got 16 here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the Jazz call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Pelicans. And Utah with a change here, too. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for George Niang. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Poked loose, and so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Now, here's Clarkson. Another miss by Utah.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Here's Clarkson. Another miss by Utah. New Orleans leading by 3. It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. The 11-footer. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. It's good.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And here's Ingles outside. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Favors attacking. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovic has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Ball's checked in for Hart.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the defense can't do anything more to stop ball on the drive. I mean, he's good at using his size to help him convert through contact.
Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Mitchell wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Utah trailing here. Now, here is O'Neal. Kicks to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Outside Holiday. Redick for 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Jazz trail by 3. Now O'Neal. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Just 5 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter. And Holiday, here we go. Another shot, and Ingram lays it in. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
And you want Ingram to take over in these situations, and he does just that when his name is called.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And the pass to O'Neal. Ingram against Bogdanovich. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 3. And Holiday kicks the ball. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
On the free throw, no good. Jazz trail by 5. Passes to Gobert. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Ball. Ingles, that's for 2. Pelicans pull it in. Favors has got 8 rebounds in this game. Ingram passes to Reddick. Off target from three-point range. Jazz have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell with it, now guarded by Ball. Pass to Gobert. Ingles against Reddick. Now, here is O'Neal. Not a lot of room, just 4 to shoot. Here's Mitchell.
Love the fact that Ball can use his lift to annoy shooters. Make sure whoever he's on doesn't get off a clean shot.
Out of the line for your Pelicans, Derek Favors. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Holiday. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for the Warriors, Drew Holiday. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Melly. Here's Hayes. Yep, it counts.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalil, here at home with a competitive matchup. What got you guys over the top tonight?
To stand together as a team, playing as hard as we could. The fans were great, and we wanted to play good for them.
And you surely did, Jalil. Thanks a lot for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.